Hey guys, I think I'm alive now. I'm live, yeah. Is that what's going on? Yeah. Not sure. I'm going to ask Martin to help me because having some trouble with. So I'll ask him to come in, see if he can fix the Rumble issue. So, hi guys. I see Tim is already here. Hello, Tim. Hello, Tim. See what else is going on here. Not eating anything today. I'm so hungry right now. You horse. On the way to my podiatrist, I saw a deer. And first thing that popped in my head was, that's fresh enough. I cut that up, make a few deer steaks out of it, maybe make some stew. That's how hungry I am. Good Googa Mooga. That's good tea. Oh, there's Martin. Martin has joined me. Hello, Martin.
Hello, boss.
We're doing a
Oh,
little interview thing. Hi, Penny. Hi, D-Bud Martin. How did I end up in the wrong studio? I was in the other one.
okay. Tell me what you want to do.
In studio. It won't let me change studio. It sent me into a new studio right before you popped in. That's really weird. Rumble's not working. Is
No, because you
the
need
problem.
to. No, you need to create the show previously on Rumble, and then associated with. Do you
Yeah, I've
want me
never
to
done that.
create a studio for you?
So,
Okay.
yeah, if you want to do that, it'd be awesome. Thank you.
Oh, sure.
Then some time walk me through that one so I can learn how to do it.
Oh. Okay. Do you have a thumbnail for this?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It'll be in the PCM management group. Why did it send me into the wrong studio though? That's really weird.
Oh, well, you mean the brand? That is another of the marvels of StreamYard. It randomly puts you in a brand.
And it won't let me. It won't let me leave. I'm stuck in this one. See if you
Oh
can
yes,
change it because I was
that
in.
that that's new. I think that's a recent bug.
Ooh, it's a bug. It's a bug indeed. All right, so
And it's bugging
all
you.
right, folks, who's all here? I see Penny, D-Bud, Martin, and Tim. Hi, guys. Kim. I guess I could play his video for him. I was about to when
Yes.
it switched me into another studio, and I'm
Let
looking to
me
see if
see
that
if I
video's in
can.
here. There it is.
Let me see. Do you
I'm
want?
going to play the video.
By what name are you known?
There are some who call me Tim.
So I'm working on the order of the songs right now because there is an art to that, guys. Hey, Gap Stargate's here. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to be playing samples of the mastered songs from this album. I have quite a few of them. I'm about 95% done with the mastering. I use a mastering service, and they're pretty quick, but it can take a couple of days before I get the music back that's been engineered and mastered. So, because I'm a good producer, I am not an engineer. I don't know how to do that. I'll do something that I think it sounds good, and then I'll listen to it on a stereo and I'll go, wow, wow, oh, wow, that's not right. So I learned quickly I need to have an engineer. So I put my first 2 albums out and I engineered them. Lots of volume problems. Some of the things that were crazy was the drums. I wanted them to be prominent, but not overly prominent. So I'm a drummer before anything else. No, but it represents me because I've always been kind of that invisible guy. I always like the image of the famous painting. I forget the artist's name, of the guy with an apple head wearing a derby. So I've used that for years as sort of my iconic logo for myself. I usually have an umbrella. So you see the umbrella there in the painting is laying over in the weeds, and he's walking into an area that he has been before. Whenever I write music, there's a haunting element to it because despite the silliness and crude nature, I'm a very haunted person from past memory, things that have happened that broke me or broke my heart. And my greatest disappointments were always in myself. So you'll hear a lot of that in my music. In fact, one of the songs I'm going to be playing tonight is a direct criticism of me. And it's a pretty song. It's a very pretty song, but when you listen to the words, it's like, oh wow, that's not being nice to yourself. Not tonight, Gap. I apologize. I'm not going to play any backdoor videos because this is about my music, and I want to talk. I'm going to be more serious. I'm going to try to be.
Okay.
Thank you, D Bud. And did you Google that or did you know that? Be honest. Because I know the painting and I just forget the names, the guy's name, Magritte's. Okay. It's a beautiful piece. Yeah, serious mode.
Okay, my man, you're live on Rumble.
Thank you, Martin. I appreciate it, buddy.
Oh,
You're welcome to hang out
that?
if you want to, but I'm sure you got family stuff to do.
No, but I'm doing this PCM stuff.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm prepping the clips for tomorrow's show. But I can keep you company if you want.
Sure, man. I'm just going to play some music now. So this first song you're going to hear is called Faithless Heart. I wrote it in 1987, the original lyrics and music. I literally put it in the piano seat. I opened it, I had written all my notes and the chords, and I just put it away. And I never did anything with it. And then I pulled it back out. I went back and revisited all my old music that I always liked and wanted to do, but didn't finish or do. So Faithless Heart is once again, this is a personal criticism of myself. And I like it a lot. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear this. that coming through clear, Martin?
You
Yes.
close your doors before they've even opened. This is your standard way of how you're operating.
Thanks, you, buddy.
You keep hoping for that day, but now you're just getting older. Hope seems lost and you plan to live your life this way. It's no news, you're still alone, and there's been no one even calling, as you are always my faithless heart. You are my faithless heart. Tell me now, what do you believe in? My faithless heart, always in a constant state of leaving. You are my faithless heart. Tell me now, is your heart still aching? My faithless heart in a constant state of breaking. Oh, my faithless heart. You are my faithless heart. Then she spilled her coffee on all your papers. Could she be the one to take your heart the distance? You try to write a song, but your thoughts start straying. You try to tell her how you feel, and the words get in the way then.
Hey, Snort.
It's no
Hello.
news, you're still alone, and there's been no one even calling, as you are always my faithless heart. You are my faithless heart. Tell me now, what do you believe in? My faithless heart, always in a constant state of leaving. You are my faithless heart. Tell me now, is your heart still aching? My faithless heart in a constant state of breaking. Oh, my faithless heart. You are my faithless heart. Self-sabotaging all the time, that's your method of operation. There's no word for your cynicism. Good thing she's doing all the believing in you. You are my faithless heart. Tell me now, what do you believe in? Faithless heart. My faithless heart, always in a constant state of leaving. You are my faith, you are my faithless heart. Tell me now, is your heart still aching? My faithless heart in a constant state of breaking. Oh, you know you are always my faithless heart. My faithless heart. But there is still hope for you, and it begins with her. My faithless, she'll be doing all the teaching.
Hope you enjoyed that. Faithless Heart. I wrote that in 1987, as I said, the original lyrics. I updated the lyrics when I revisited the song. I think I'm a better, well, I know I'm a better musician and a better songwriter today when it comes to lyrics. And just as a little note, the additional lyrics added to that is hinting at my coming to self-actualization, resolving who I am. Because having met, you guys know her as Anima, but her real name is Danny. And she's had a huge impact on me. And she's why I'm finished this album. And I'm doing another album. I have a second album that's going to be coming out first of the year. I'm thinking February, maybe March. It's going to be a hard rock album. And I know, how can somebody that writes such mellow music write rock? And I'm like, well, that's what you do, you know. Sting talked about that a long time ago. That it's called the and it's funny, Anima Confusa. You know, her name Anima. Anima is the feminine aspect of the masculine mind. And Sting brought that up one time back in the 80s, and it had an impact. He's like, even Billy Idol and Ozzy Osbourne reach into their personal anima to write their music because that's where the creativity comes from. I have kind of a disco song on this album. You'll hear it when it happens. So this song is called 7 Months. The next one, and 7 months is deals with the fact that I've been hoping to meet somebody that would have that kind of impact on me for decades, and I was in and out of bad relationships, and it's hard to really understand somebody until you're in a relationship with them, and then you have that moment of clarity. You go, oh man, I made a mistake here. And it's like, I'm not criticizing that person. I'm not saying they're a bad person or anything like that. I'm just saying you hit that realization that, oh, this is not going to work. And I ended up staying alone for almost 20 years. In fact, yeah, 20 years. And in that period of time, I raised my daughter, and I focused on just being a good dad. I tried dating like 3 times, and it didn't last long. It lasted like a week or two. I just kept making one mistake after another because, people had trouble understanding that as a single parent, whether you're a man or a woman, you have to dedicate yourself to that child. And I remember one time hearing these words said to me, I feel like I'm always going to come second to your daughter. And I'm like, I second to my daughter. Her needs are above mine because I'm in charge of her and making sure she grows up healthy and gets the things she needs in this life. And you'll hear there's 2 songs about my daughter on this album. But 7 months itself is dealing with the fact that when you're sitting there and you're kind of feeling emotionally empty, and that little bit of hope comes out of you. And I wanted to put that to words, that hope of finding that woman who just really understands me, and that I feel that need to be the person that she sees in me. Like with my daughter, because I said in one of my songs that I wrote, if you want to know who I am, you have to look at me with my daughter's eyes. And I always felt like that was probably the most emotionally honest I've ever been in my writing. So in 7 months means somewhere in the future. And I wrote a song about Danny without even knowing her, because that's really, when I look at the way I wrote the song and the lyrics and how we met and everything that happened, it really kind of falls into that category of prophetic. So anyway, this is my song 7 months. Hope you enjoy it. Well, if it plays.
I hear your voice through the phone. I feel your words to the bone. If everything were set in stone, then all the years I walked alone. My life will never fall to happenstance. There'd be no need for a second chance, and all would change with just a glance. 'Cause now I find I lead a dance with you. You, 7 months to you, and I'm waiting. 7 months to you, and I'm waiting. The only way to make it through is counting 7 months to you. Ooh, you. It seems so strange strange as strange can be. How no one else has ever seen the real me. I want to know all there is to know about your life and where you wanna go. The real person I wanna be is the person you see in me. No pretenses, no more fluff. I only hope I'm good enough for you. You, 7 months to you, and I'm waiting. 7 months to you, and I'm waiting. The only way to make it through is counting 7 months to you. Every day we get a little closer to what we're gonna be. And I feel this ever-growing need in me to dream of where we're gonna go, about our life and what it's gonna show. 'Cause the real person I wanna be is the person you see in me. No pretenses, no more fluff. I only hope I'm good enough for you. 7 months to you, and I'm waiting. 7 months to you, and I'm waiting. The only way to make it through is counting 7 months to you. Seven months to you, and I'm waiting. 7 months to you, and I'm waiting. The only way to make it through is counting 7 months to you. The real person I wanna be is the person you see in me. No pretenses, no more fluff. I only hope I'm good enough for you. For you. 7 months to you, and I'm waiting. 7 months to you, and I'm waiting for you.
Well, what do you guys think? Is it a worthwhile song? It's a little country western, you know. I don't like country very much, though there are a few that I do dig. And I don't know. I always wondered what one of my songs would sound like if I went country western on it. What do you think, Martin?
I It doesn't sound country to me, but
Well, the
what do
vocal
I know?
was. And I'm going to tell you guys something. You probably don't know this, but if you go to Fiverr, you can actually find singers. You ever go to Fiverr?
No, but I've heard of it recently in a
I've been using it for
yeah.
years because I occasionally get an art gig through it. And starts tapping his paws.
I hope there's not a human between those paws.
Splash, splash, splash. Oh my. Even though I'm being more serious tonight, I just I can't help it. That's fucking funny. So this album is a culmination of new material that's been sitting around waiting for me to finish. I started it 10 years ago, And then I sat it down, and I'm like, I took a break because I was frustrated raising Zoe, and trying to also manage my art career. And I kind of failed at one, but did okay on the other, which is raising my daughter. I did a good job with her, but man, my career suffered while I was raising her, because just raising a kid takes so much, man, when you're doing it alone. Hey, Reed's here. What's up, buddy? Now this next song is actually previously on one of my, I think it was on my second album, but I just felt like I could do some of these songs better. I felt like I've matured creatively and learned so much in the last 20 years that I wanted to revisit some of my older songs and do them with my skill set now and get my voice off of it. My problem is, a lot of times when I do it and I had to do the vocals, I simplified the songs because I've got a very limited voice range. So, I mean, people liked it, but I just, I always felt like I wrote music that was meant to be done by something better than me, at least on the vocals. I'm good on the instruments. But this next song, Show the Light, is one that was on my second album. I redid it. This is about faith, because I've struggled with my faith for years. Since the incident with my daughter being kidnapped, my faith began to teeter, and I've struggled ever since. I pray every day, but I got frustrated because people were like, well, you should watch maybe this one channel or this show. And, and all I could see with these people were just like misrepresentation of what the Gospels were about, and people making about hate, and people making it about making money. And I just said, no, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in my own catechism, because, I'm a lifelong devout Catholic. And something Graham Nolan and I have talked about privately many a time, trying to maintain my faith as a Catholic. I have a priest who is my godfather, and Father Gerald Weems. And I love that man. I really do. I'll see if I can find a picture of him here real quick. And he just retired 2 years ago from the priesthood. So, but I still, it's struggled to get a hold of him because he's so busy. He's always out doing stuff. And here he is. He's from Dublin, Ireland. And he would get mad at me, and I would get so nervous around him. But he kept me going straight as an arrow. He was my protector. He watched over me. He was in many ways more of a dad to me than my own father. So this is Gerald Weems here. That's him. He's wee Irishman. He's got the Irish mug, doesn't he, Martin?
I wouldn't know.
He has the broken nose, the big square jaw, the mouth close to the nose. So that's Father Weems. I struggled with my faith for years. What?
Maybe I do not know enough Irish people, but they never had struck me as smug.
Not smug, mug.
Oh, sorry.
An Irish mug. The Irish
yes,
face.
he's definitely Irish.
Yeah, look at him again. He's fucking Irish. That's Father Gerald Weems. And he was one of the few people that could make me fucking so uncomfortable. I remember I was at work one day, and Candy, our receptionist, says, Gerry, your father is on line 1. I went, oh, okay. So I pick up the phone, I think it's my dad. I went, hey, Pop. He goes, who's that woman at your house? I started stuttering, and I lied. So this is my wife. He's the same wife. You know what? Yes. It wasn't. Oh my God, that man could make me so nervous. Oh my God. I forget the differences anymore. He graduated in Dublin, Ireland, and it's the same school that's got the in the school in Georgetown for the priesthood. Diddly 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 potatoes. Oh, the one that cracked me up, D-Bud, was like one day I was talking to him, and he says, "Well, I'll meet you at the rectory around 3:30." And I went,
The
3:30?
fuck?
And he goes, "I didn't say 3:30. I said 3:30." And I went, "You're losing this argument." Billy is Scottish. Oh, yeah, I bet. Oh, I know that story. Yeah. So, I know he's, Roman Catholic, but I forget which one's which. I think he's Jesuit, yes, because I remember he made a joke one day about the Dominicans. So there you go. Yes, he snorted. He was, and so I wrote this song called "Show the Light," and I wrote this song 20 years ago, and I got mad because when I performed it on piano, some guy says, "Sounds like Phil Collins," and I'm like, when has Phil Collins ever written about religion and faith? What are you talking about? I said, it's not, these are complicated. I'm playing seventh chords here. These are jazz chords. Do you not know anything about music? Anyway, and he probably meant it as a compliment, but it annoyed me because I didn't want to write straight pop. I wanted to write music that had a flair that people would like and good hooks, but I didn't want to write pop music. I was a prog rock guy. I started out punk, got into new wave, and then, man, I bought into prog rock. I fucking love prog rock. That and soul and funk are my three favorite forms of music. Oh, good grief. I'll tell the story another time. Martin knows the story. When I was an altar boy and I made a joke and he walked up behind me and I didn't know he was there. He goes, "What are you boys laughing at?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, he would kill me if he knew what joke I just made." So, but proud of his Irish roots too. Yeah, Connolly's not Scottish, it's Irish. So the song, when I first wrote it, really had more of an influence of the Police and Sting. But I eventually redid it, and I feel this was the right direction to go with this song. So hope you enjoy. This is Show the Light.
In the shadow of this grave, birds flocking at my door, and the tall trees on the hill, and the fall of the show. See the spirits in the beats, and the phantoms in the trees, all the products of our greed, fulfill the world we cannot feed. With the way they change these words around, it's a wonder we can find the ground. With the blessing of our feet and our faith, we show the light, 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 we show the light. This pain, and we bring this strain, the anguish of our souls, with no comfort in control. The past is not our home, it is the gift that goes on teaching. We are the sum of who they think we are. We are in what the world has made us. With the way they change these words around, it's a wonder we can find we show the light. Oh, we change these words around. It's a wonder we can find the ground. The planting of our feet in our faith. We show the light, we show the light. Oh, we show the light. We show the light. We show the light. With the way they change these words around. It's a wonder we can find the ground. With the planting of our feet and our faith, we show the light, we show the light. With the way they change these words around, it's a wonder we can find the ground. With the planting of our feet and our faith, we show the light, we show the light, we show the light. We show the light. Whoa, we show the light. We show the light. We show the light. We show the light. Whoa, we show the light.
So what do you guys think of that? It's I've got to definitely went into the dance type of music, but I didn't want to go into something that was like pop heavy. I wanted it to be more emotionally evocative with the lyrics and the way it was performed. And I just decided to go ahead and go with that kind of beat because doing dance beats are easy, but I felt that it was also kind of heavy, especially if you pay attention to what's being said in the song. Thank you, Snort. Hey, it's good to see you, Mr. Tickle Trunk. Hey, look who's here. What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well, my friend. So, a buddy of mine was making a film, and I did a lot of songs for these little independent short films. It was something fun to do. I'd score their music sometimes, where I'd write a song for their movie. But then, if I really liked the song, I would also go, "That's my song. I'm keeping it. You can't have it. You can use it, but it's not yours to release. It's mine." That makes you a right bastard, Mr. Tickle Trunk. I'm glad you're here, man, because it's very noticeable when you're not here. Certain guys, because you guys have been around for so long. It's like Penny. I notice when I don't see you guys, but it's nice to know that you're still lurking out there. Be Gerry. I love you too, buddy. What did Penny say here? Oh, cabbage. That's an Irish dinner. Get some corned beef and cabbage. That way you're fattening better later. So this next song I released on my first album. It's very limited in way. It's a pretty song, and I have a great piano solo in the middle. But I wanted to go different this time. I wanted to go with a better vocalist and still convey that story, And the song deals specifically and directly with my daughter Zoe, and I wrote it in the midst of the kidnapping of my daughter, and I didn't know if I would ever see her again. I was terrified of any action or move I made could cause them to flee into the darkness and my daughter would be gone forever. And so I spent 3 days without sleeping, and I couldn't even nap. And I started getting to a point where I think I was micro sleeping, is what they call it, where you're not even aware of it. And I was in a very subconscious state and raw. And I sat down on my piano and I wrote this song called Building on the Silence. And I wrote the song in about an hour and a half, recorded it in about another hour, the entire song. And I felt like this massive weight had been taken off of me. And I'd gotten all these emotions out, and the stuff that was just dragging me down. And I put it into this song, and I went to sleep. And I think I slept for close to about 30 hours. I think I got up once to pee. And I just slept through because I went to bed. It was daytime. And when I woke up, it was night, but not the same day. And I went back in to listen to the song. And I will freely admit I openly wept because I understood what every single word of this song meant, that it has very specific meaning to me subconsciously. And it was pure subconscious flow, how I wrote this song. Just pure came out of me. It's like I'd have to take credit because, yes, I did write it and compose it, but it was more my subconscious than my conscious mind. And it was why I was able to go to sleep. And when you hear the song, it is not about a broken love with a woman. It is a song about my daughter and being separated from her. And here you go. This is the original music with new vocals and production with Building on the Silence. Sorry, guys. Keeps doing that. Start it again. There we go.
Silence, the spaces in between, they're falling like needles to the places still unseen. When glowing in the distance, our homes burn to the ground. That purge with fire, so no traces can be found. Through the ashes, through the pain, all scorched earth and the rain. This moment's complete only when I fall at your feet and I ask you, let me sleep. Tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Oh, oh, oh. Tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. No words hit home, seen and unseen, chanting over hearts, lives this moment at the sea. The sacred and the holy, their mantras and their prayers bring back these feelings that we keep peeling back in layers. Through the ashes, through the pain, across scorched earth and the rain. This moment's complete only when I fall at your feet and I ask you, let me sleep tonight. I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Oh, oh, oh. Tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. I know that you are sleeping in your blankets wrapped so tight. You pretend they are my arms when you see the flash of light. The storms are passing, and now the fear, the thunder, it's the walls falling between us. They are torn asunder. Through the ashes, through the pain, across scorched earth and the rain. This moment's complete only when I fall at your feet and I ask you, let me sleep tonight, tonight, tonight. I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Tonight, tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Tonight, tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Oh, oh. Tonight, tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Tonight, tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Oh, oh. Tonight, tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone.
Now, on my first and second albums, my songs would have fade outs, but Anima doesn't like that. So she is why I go ahead and finish all my songs, because she doesn't like that radio friendly fade out crap. I really don't like that. It's cheating. I want to hear the end of the song. So that
She's
inspired
right.
me. She is right. So I went through the trouble of doing that on this. So Building on the Silence, that is the original version with new vocals, new production. But on this album, I have another version of Building on the Silence called, well, it was really originally called Redux or Redo. But then I decided to name it the naked version because it's so raw. And it's doesn't have the heavy congas and the additional. I had an Urdu in that song too. I'm not Urdu, African drum. It's bone drum. And the other version I have is more straightforward. And so I'll play that for you in a little bit. Now I'm trying to make up my mind here which one to do. I think I'm going to do this song because this is actually the song I'm probably going to start the album with. And I freaking love this song. This is a song I wrote about my friends that I grew up with and the pain of we've lost some of us along the way. And it breaks my heart knowing they're not all here. And I had friends that died right out of high school. In fact, I had one friend die while we were in high school. He had a cerebral hemorrhage in the bathroom. Just 17, man. Joe White was his name. He was a good dude. So this song is written about and dedicated to my friends, but it's especially dedicated to my late friend Mike Anderson, who I'm still close friends with his daughter. And we had the two Z daughters. Both our daughters had Z names. His daughter's name is Zia and my daughter's name is Zoe. So I kind of really wrote this about how we would all go to the river all the time when we were young and just sort of start out during the day swinging on, because we have vines in Fredericksburg, Virginia on the Rappahannock River. Real vines. We'd swing off into the water and drinking beer, just having a good time. I was the only one that was actually 18. The song is called We Were Only 17, but I turned 18 right at graduation. And everybody else was still 17. Jim Woodward, Mike Beatty, Mike Anderson. Actually, Anderson didn't turn 17 till the summer. He was an underclassman friend of mine. All the girls that were there too. God love them. What bands do for songs they record fade outs for is a lot of those fade outs is to make it radio friendly, because radio wants the longest they want is 3 minutes and 30 seconds. They want the 3-minute song. And it's exactly, it's what Tickle Trunk's saying. They were popular because of radio. Now I'm thinking about the song Mexican Radio. I'm on the Mexican radio. I was down in Tijuana eating me some iguana. And I miss those days. So We Were Only 17 is a song that I wrote and I dedicated to my friends, but especially to my friend Mike Anderson, who died. And we were all soldiers. Every single one was served. And so this is about that. Enjoy. This is a 5-minute and 22-second song, by the way. It's one of the longest songs on the album.
It's the end of summer, been weeks since we graduated. The last days of childhood before we have to face the world. What have we done with all the time? Wasted years along the line, we can't get it back. It's now part of the past. Hold on to what you got before it's all gone. We were only 17, and though we shared a dream, we all got lost along the way, finding our way back from that summer day. 17 can never go back. 17. We were young and thought it would never end, hanging with all our stupid friends. One day we all walked away. We thought we had nothing left to say. Hold on to what you got before it's all gone. We were only 17, and though we shared a dream, we all got lost along the way, finding our way back from that summer day. We were only 17, and though we shared a dream, we all got lost along the way, finding our way back from that summer day. We were only 17. We can never go back. We were only 17. I do not know where we drew the line or how we could ever define. Instead, I would look away. I thought there was nothing left to say. Hold on to what you got before it's all gone. We were only 17, and though we shared a dream, we all got lost along the way, finding our way back from that summer day. We were only 17, we can never go back. We were only 17. We were only 17, and though we shared a dream, we all got lost along the way, finding our way back from that summer day. We were only 17. I do not know where we drew the line or how we could ever define. Instead, I would look away. I thought there was nothing left to say. Some of us served in foreign lands. We all did some more than others. Now we are all that's left and made it from that last summer. to what you got before it's all gone. We were only 17, and though we shared a dream, we all got lost along the way, finding our way back from that summer day. We were only 17. We were only 17.
It's Read by Nature. That's really nice of you to say, man. Neat song. It does have that upbeat feel to it, because I like that form of irony where the words don't match what the music is saying. I wanted it to have sort of that pop feel. I wanted a good hook when I wrote it. And I originally considered doing it as a straightforward punk rock song. But then I realized that the hook doesn't work with punk. So then I started rethinking it again. And this was the culmination of me figuring out how to do the song. And it's meant to have a young person singing it, because it's talking about youth. And I think it's important for people to come to grips with the fact that, you got regrets in this life. And you had two separate people, that said things, you should live life without regret. But then another monk said, you have not lived a life unless you have acquired regret. And it's sort of that double-edged blade of life. It's like you want to live without regret, but at the same time, when you get older, you're going to have regrets. And boy, do I have some. I know my best friends do. Jim Woodward in particular has been dealing with multiple sclerosis for years, fighting it. Served his country, still serving his country right now. He works directly for the Department of Defense as a contractor, doing, cool work. And he's been wounded. And the guy just keeps going, man. And at any moment, his MS could fucking just take over his body, and he won't be able to do things anymore. And it's horrifying. I have another friend that's lost the ability to speak, and he's been on our show. And so these guys are big influencers on my life of how to live your life. And you can live with regret. It's okay to have regrets. Like, I wish I had done that, but you didn't. The joke, I told my daughter one day, I said, yeah, I was doing some deep thinking the other day, and if I could go back in time, you're the only one that I'd still have. So don't worry, baby, you'd survive me going back in time. And the look she gave me when I said that, she said, well, what about my brother? I said, I don't know. I just, you're the only one I worry about. Does that make me evil? I don't think I am. I'm what they refer to as, what is it, chaotic neutral. See, December 5th, Santa Claus album. Yeah, you can get this for Christmas, Sandra. It's good to see you, man. And Reed, again, thanks for your comments. I appreciate everybody making comments tonight and hanging out with me. Hope you're enjoying the music. This next song I did for a friend's short film. And I was in the short film. I was one of the actors in it, and I produced and paid for it. And then the guy that was I rented the equipment from said he was going to help edit it, and then lost the film. So the movie never got finished. Ended a friendship. But my buddy Mac was the director on it. And even though I was mad at him about it, I'm like, it was out of your hands. It was out of your control. You know, he was the director. I felt he should have protected the film better, but oh well, is what it is. But I got this song. I wrote this song, and it's about not being what other people think you are. It's about being independent, being an individual, being comfortable with who you are. And that just because somebody doesn't like you or people have disdain for you, which I've lived with my whole life, people that fucking hate my guts. And some of them rightly so, because I was a complete dick to them. But I felt they earned it. They had gotten what they deserve, because I believe myself to be an agent of karma. And I put out to the world what the world puts into me. So when people act a certain way with me, I give it right back to them. I mirror it and let them have it. Enjoy that. And so this song is called No Dinosaur. And like somebody was like, well, that's kind of a weird title. What does that mean, no dinosaur? I said, it means you're not a cul-de-sac, that you don't go away due to natural selection just because people don't like you. And that's what the song's about. People not liking you and you not giving a shit. So this is No Dinosaur, the new cut. I released it on my first album, and it's good. Don't get me wrong. This is better. No, it's on my second album. Sorry, second album. So here you go. No Dinosaur. Enjoy.
I am more than just tracks in the sand. I'm no dinosaur. I'm just a man who don't give a damn, 'cause I'm no dinosaur. I'm more than a joke at my expense. I'm no dinosaur, nor a fool sitting on a fence, 'cause I'm no dinosaur. I keep walking, nothing will get in my way.
Hey, Shirley.
And I'm talking for more than today. I keep walking, nothing's gonna get in my way. And I'm talking, even if I got nothing to say, 'cause I'm no dinosaur. I'm no dinosaur. I'm not the sound of who you say I am, 'cause I'm no dinosaur. I may look like something the cat dragged in, but I'm no dinosaur. You can think what you want to and be who you want to be, but I'm no dinosaur. If you don't like me, well, that's too bad, 'cause I'm no dinosaur. I keep walking, nothing will get in my way. And I'm talking for more than today. I keep walking, nothing's gonna get in my way. And I'm talking, even if I got nothing to say, 'cause I'm no dinosaur. I'm no dinosaur. I'm no dinosaur. I'm not the man that you think I am, and my fate is more than lines in my hands. Can you feel the rhythm? I feel it in my feet. Ooh, I keep walking, nothing will get in my way. And I'm got nothing to say. Cause I'm no dinosaur. I'm no dinosaur. I'm no dinosaur.
Nice outro on that. That song is 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Shirley, I've known Shirley for a long time. Shirley and I go way back, and I was friends with her and her late husband Richard. And I was writing this music back when we were talking back in early 2000s. And I don't know if you ever knew that I did music, Shirley, because I just didn't talk about it to people. I just kept stuff like that close to the breast. Oh, Martin, somebody saying hi to you. Sam, it's Sandra Hammerslag.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you.
What do you think of that song, Martin?
It's very calming, very good for having it in the background while you're doing tons of
Doing
stuff.
work. Yeah, is that one of
Yeah.
those things you drive through the desert with, or no?
No, it sounds more like a nocturnal drive.
Nocturnal drive, chilling. Yeah.
Yep.
The song
Decompressing.
intentionally, if you catch it, it's got an elephant walk style beat, which I did on purpose. I was trying to do a dinosaur walk, that dum dum, and it's a very specific beat that's meant to feel like the elephant walk, and it represents, of course, the dinosaur aspect of the song, which is really a metaphor for you might not like me, but that doesn't mean I'm going to go away. I'm still here. You can hate me all you want. I don't care. I'm going to keep doing what I do. Yeah, you remember Shirley. I still do have it. So, Penny, stop calling me Shirley. Oh my God, yeah.
We have created a monster.
This is the thing that I keep telling people about, because I talked to Doomcock about that. I said the thing that's amazing with my show is it's not big. I've got the right number of people watching and hanging out in the chat, and I like this. This is my comfort zone because I can interact with this group, the group of people that's in our chat. I can just talk to them, and it's just one of my favorite things to do is just sort of hang out. By the way, I saw a video yesterday. It cracked me up. They got a Godzilla stretch. It's the modern 2014 Godzilla, and he's like Stretch Armstrong. Remember Stretch Armstrong? Do you guys remember that? Where he gets stretch him, then he goes back to his normal shape. And so they had this version of Godzilla, and they had him doing things from the classic to the modern Godzilla movies, like including like curving the tail up underneath it, so it's like flying. And but the last one is where he stretches the legs from the body, and then it shows Godzilla -1 walking through the ocean. And that made me laugh so hard because it was the one thing I kept going, like, he's walking out in the middle of the ocean and he's like waist deep. His legs aren't that fucking long. Like, what the fuck is he walking? Has he got a flotation device in his ass? I couldn't understand that. Love the movie though. I really do. But Cohen's Ghost is a name that was given to me by my buddy Mac. the one who directed the film that I did the music for. That's that song. And we were sitting around one day, and I had actually been using the toying with the idea of using a different name, because I didn't want to go by my real name. I just like my privacy. And so I was going to go with Sonic. Was it Sonic? Oh, I cannot remember the second word in the title. And people kept expecting to hear heavy metal from me because of the name of the band. I'm like, okay, I can't go with that. And so I was nicknamed in the Army. One of my nicknames was Ghost, because I'm so fucking quiet when I walk. I would startle people. I'd just be standing there suddenly behind somebody, and they go, "Oh, fuck, dude." Or then I would just, like, we would go to a bar and I would just disappear, and people couldn't figure out where the fuck I went. And I'd be over in the shadows, just sort of hanging out, drinking my beer, keeping to myself. And so I got the nickname in the Army, Ghost. And so Mac knew that. And so he said, "Oh, that you had two critics that liked your music, and both of them compared your songwriting and voice to Leonard Cohen, because I have a rough voice." And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Cohen's Ghost." And this is back in 2002. And I said, "Yeah, but Leonard Cohen's still alive." And Mac's response to that was why I love this guy so much. He goes, "That makes it even better." And I'm like, how the fuck does that make that better? Okay, I'm sticking with it. So I've been Cohen's Ghost for decades. And I had a funny incident happen on Xbox. I was playing on live. And the guy that was on my team goes, "Hey, is that Cohen's Ghost like the band?" And I went, "Well, there's no band, it's just me." And he goes, "So you make music?" And I went, "Yeah." "You put out a CD?" And I went, "Yeah." He says, "Oh my God, dude, I bought your CD." And I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here." He goes, "No, really, I did." And so he sent me a photo through private messages, and it was his CD. And I sent him a private message. "If you want me to sign it, I'll sign it for you." And so he sent me a self-addressed stamped envelope sent it to me, and I signed the inside of it, put it back in the envelope, and sent it back to him. It was one of the coolest things that ever happened to me as a musician or as an artist. I've had people that know me from Blade Zone, the Blade Runner fan club. I've had people know me as an artist, but that was the first time somebody had ever identified me with my music, and I thought that was cool. I remember from those old Godzilla films that Baby Godzilla had his butt. Yeah, Godzilla defeated an opponent. I remember from the old same. Yeah. Wow, that's really weird. It sent the message twice, Sander. Andy Morrow is here. Andy Morrow's in the house. There you go. Gap, thank you very much. I hope you did enjoy that. I hope everybody's enjoying this little private session where I'm sharing my music that's coming out on midnight of December 5th. This album, Songs of Love and Other Tragedies. Very personal songs. I can't just write a song. I have to write about something to focus on. I prefer storytelling in my lyrics. I'm not one of those people that wants to write a dance song, just throw words together. So this one is also very personal. And I've told people that in the song, really, I'm talking about myself more than I am a woman, because I really put myself behind walls. Anima's had to deal with that with me, that when things go funny or go sideways in a relationship, my wall goes straight up and I just shut down. I don't like fighting. I refuse to partake in fighting. I will talk, but once I realize that we're going nowhere with this conversation, I shut it down and the walls go up. I'm like, I'm not going to sit here. You're just trying to attack me, and I'm trying to have a conversation with you about things, and you're just trying to redirect everything I say back to this thing. And I don't want to partake in that. I think it's a very negative, toxic way of communicating. And I don't like the word toxic, but it's true. There are toxic people out there. I don't believe in gender toxicity. I believe in people being toxic. They're very negative. They don't know they're negative either. That's the sad thing. So often they think they're being helpful when actually they're just tearing you down and doing damage. And you got to find those people in your life. And if you're creative, you need to excise them out of your life. And I've done that. Like my family is that way. I love my family, but they're very negative. They don't think they are, but they are. They're very negative. And so I keep it to Christmas cards and happy birthdays, shit like that. I don't really want to interact with my family. I love them though. I deeply love them. So let's see. What is this? Time for me to go home. Great music, Gerry. D-Bud, thanks for hanging out, man. I mean it, dude. I hope you have a good night. I deeply appreciate everything you do. Just, you're one of the best fucking wrenches out there. Not just for us. I know what you do for all the other channels. You're just awesome, dude.
What do you
And I
mean
appreciate
one
it.
of the best? He is the best.
I think he is actively, but I also believe that Six may come back. I don't know. I hope she does. I miss Six. I like when she just pops up and says hi. But
Yeah.
I miss her being a wrench. Monkey Jeeves is a wrench too. Although I'm not sure why I gave him a wrench, because he is the most troublemaking motherfucker I've ever met in my life. But he makes me laugh. He really does. That dude can make me laugh. This next song deals with that subject I was talking about. It's called The Fall. I wrote this back in 2009, 2010. Sorry, you can say 2009. Once you get to 10, it's 2010. And it deals with complex emotions and feelings about somebody, and how, when the walls go up, how to deal with that. So it's called The Fall.
Tell me that you think your heart is lonely. You can say what you want from the top of your walls. You can wear a mask and act just like the phony. But you know you're headed for a fall. I will catch you when you fall. I will catch you when you fall. I will be there when it all comes down. I will catch you when you fall. Like a flood of blood that flows through my emotions and cuts a valley through my soul. The dream of giving you all my devotion. I took my leave long ago. I will catch you when you fall. I will catch you when you fall. I will be there when it all comes down. I will catch you when you fall. Like a flood of blood that flows through my emotions and cuts a valley through my soul. The dream of giving you all of my devotion. I took my leave long ago.
And again, I'm ending my music instead of doing fade outs because Anima wanted it that way, and I love that woman. I love her with all my heart. I've never loved anybody as much as I love her, other than my daughter. My daughter is the only human being I've ever loved as much as Danny. So, but anyway, The Fall is a song I wrote for an album that I planned to put out back in about 2010 to 2012. But my art career was really starting to boom, and I had to focus on that and raising my kid. So, hey, I'm messaging out there. Please, if you have any thoughts on the music, please tell me what you think. That's what this is about. I wanted to share this music with you that's coming out on December 5th at midnight. I will make the links available for you guys right at midnight and on Twitter. And I'll post here on YouTube too. I may even do another live show at midnight on the 5th to talk to you guys. If you guys will join me, we can talk about the music again. Reed, I got to tell you, I had a buddy of mine tell me one time, he says, man, dude, my girlfriend gets so chill when I play your music. She gets so just chilled and relaxed. And it, I don't want to tell you your music is boring, but man, it will knock my girlfriend out. She will pass out and go to sleep to your music. And I went, hey, man, Enya does it. Wow, I'm fine with that. Thank you, Snort. I appreciate it, brother. My polar bear brother. So the next song is called The Real Me. And I'm just going to flat out tell you guys, this song is about my relationship with Danny. And it's in a story form, a fictional story, but it's really about hers and my relationship. And this song is about what it's like to fall in love when you are an introvert. Because one of the hardest things I've ever dealt with in relationships is the frustration I would have when people that I'm in a relationship with are trying to describe me, and I'm looking at them and I'm like, that is not who I am. I'm nothing like the person you're describing. And it hurt me. It broke my heart because you want people to see you. I want people to see the real me. And so that's what this song's about. It's called The Real Me. And it's kind of a love song about this cute Austrian girl that I have feelings for. And the word dance is a metaphor for relationship. I use it in several songs. Fire, dance, feet. Two of my songs directly talk about feet. And it has to do with how we are in rhythm, we are in movement all the time. And so feet are a great describer for me of that. Hi, Shirley. It's good to see you. Just to hang out sometime. Oh, man. The Real Me is a song I wrote recently, and I wrote it for my relationship with Anima / Danny. So here you go, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Oh, good.
A single moment in time, and suddenly I find no one is moving in this room. I push past every stranger, regardless of the danger, as I'm getting close to you. Well, I say it this time, if I can only make you smile and dance with you for a while. If only I could make you see, not the face I hide behind, but the real me. See the real me. I'm trying to take my time, gotta make this moment mine. Now that we're alone in this place, I think I've got it this time, like the famous last line, right before all the falling. Well, I say it this time, can only make you smile and dance with you for a while. If only I could make you see, not the face I hide behind, but the real me. See the real me. Then I said, I know you don't know me. One moment to make you see. This is my last chance to get you to dance with me. If I can only make you smile and dance with you for a while. If only I could make you see, not the face I hide behind, but the real me. The real me. If I can only make you smile and dance with you for a while. If only I could make you see, not the face I hide behind, but the real me. And you finally see the real me. I'm so glad I took my chance and you finally danced with the real me. See the real me. See the real me.
What do you guys think? I hope you like that one. Like I said, everything I write is very personal. And that one is about Danny's and my relationship. So, yay! Yay, love! Yay! I'm very romantic, and Anima was really surprised by how romantic I am. Very thoughtful. Thank you, Glenn. Yeah, it's like when I need a guitarist, I know where to go. What's funny, and I'll mention again, for vocals, if I need a vocalist, because I'm using a mixed thing. I will perform vocals into the recording the way I want it to go. I will then go in and pitch correct it because I'm hitting wrong notes all the time. And then I will go use an AI replacement on some of it. But I discovered that Fiverr has singers, and they're really good. You got to find the right one that you want to hear. And I tend to like clean, clear voices, but sometimes I want a smoky voice, and a little rough around the edges. I like that. So glad you guys like that. Let's see. Boy, some of these were written a long time ago. I want to get something new. Ooh, here's one for you. This is a more progressive song. It's got a little soul funk to it. It's called Fire and Sin. And again, I'm sorry. It's a song I wrote about Anima and our relationship. She likes it a lot. She likes this song. So this here is a very good song. I hope you enjoy it. Fire and Sin. It's a song about being naughty. It's about passion, though. So here you go. That's the same riff I wrote, Martin.
Yeah. It with kids.
I should send this to James, Steve's brother.
No false pretenses. We're past all that now. Pull down our defenses. Find true feeling somehow. I feel the fire. I feel bursting at the seams. We are always moving, like spirits lost inside a maze. We are always pushing, ghosts trapped in all the days. I feel your flesh, I taste your lips. You are the fire, and I am the sin. Late night phone calls, all long distance gives, emotions through ether. For now, it's all we have. I feel the fire, I feel the steam, I feel the pressure bursting at the seams. We are always moving, like spirits lost inside a maze. We are always pushing, ghosts trapped in all the days. I feel your flesh, I taste your lips. You are the fire, and I am the sin. We are closer now than ever before, and time keeps passing for a need for more and more. I feel the fire, I feel the steam, I feel the pressure bursting at the seams. We are always moving, like spirits lost inside a maze. We are always pushing, ghosts trapped in all the days. I feel your flesh, I taste your lips. You are the fire, and I am the sin. I feel your flesh, I taste your lips. You are the fire, and I am the sin.
There you go. That'll get you bouncing in your seat. I ended up using part of that song for Keith's intro. So you'll hear just the opening part is in Keith's intro on Thursdays. Martin heard it and went, oh, I know that one. So I'm going to go ahead and play another one that's pretty funky blues that's on the album. That one is called Fire and Sin. And I got to tell you, when I write some of these songs, I hope it doesn't demean what you think of the song, but a lot of them come to me very quickly. And Fire and Sin and Burn You Up are songs I wrote very quickly. I had done the basic foundation in about 45 minutes and then started building off of that, adding music, adding keyboards. And so there you go. This next song is called Burn You Up. It's and by the way, that riff in there, Martin, that is a nod to Peter Gabriel.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that one is either Steam. I think it's Steam that I do the riff from. And I put that in there just as a nice nod to Peter Gabriel because he had such an impact on me. He changed the way I looked at music back when I was playing in a punk band. And I went, I want to do something more than this. For the workout playlist. All right, Reed. This next one, 24/7 Fusion Media. This is his jam. He told me this is one of the best things I've heard. And I'm like, thank you. He goes, no, I'm serious, man. I just keep listening to this song over and over again. I just fucking love it. I'm like, thanks. And it's called Burn You Up. So here you go, guys. Oh, you cocksucker. Sorry, guys. Fuck music. Slow groove.
Feel the fire, feel the heat all around. The burning of the rhythm, the burning of the beat. I will run you up. The flames are getting higher. I will run you up. The circle run on fire. Burn you up. Burn you up. Burn you up. I have known you for far too long to hide what's going on. Every window here is melting from the heat of your desire. I say fire. I will burn you up. The flames are getting higher. I will burn you up. Set the world on fire. Burn you up. Burn you up. Burn you up. Burn you up. Burn you to the burn you up. The fire. Your body is in single run. There is no one else to find. No one can get close. The fire between us both. We are on fire. Yeah. I will burn you up. Yeah. The flames are getting higher. Yeah. I will burn you up. Yeah. We'll set the world on fire. Burn you up. Burn you up. Burn you up. Burn you up. Gonna burn you to burn. Burn you to burn. Gonna burn you up. Fire. Gonna burn you down. Fire.
I like that song a lot. It's one of those getting down to the dirty. Thank you, Shirley. It's got a great beat. I love R&B. I love soul. I like funk. When I came up, man, it's funny. Kennard Williams and I lived together. He was the guitarist in my band, and I was a drummer. And Kennard, I've known him since middle school. We met back in the late 70s. And I would go visit him at his house, his family. They lived on in the Black district of Fredericksburg before it eventually became more mixed. And I was like one of the only white people that was pretty much accepted to just come in there because I grew up in the Black community of Fredericksburg. I've had Victor Armstrong, who was one of my childhood friends, come on, Black kid I knew. he came on and says, "Yeah, man, black people loved him, man. He was a adopted member of our community." I'm like, "Yeah," because I probably would have died as a kid if it weren't for living in that community. But Kennard, he kind of reminds me of Keith, because Keith likes like new wave music, and so I got introduced to Crowded House because of Kennard. And he would be in his room listening to The Who, all these rock bands and shit. And I'd be over in my room listening to no shit, man. I'd have Earth, Wind, and Fire on all the time. I'd have what do you call it? Parliament on, because I like funk. I love funk, man. I'd be listening to some classic Coltrane, just classic fucking jazz, blues, heavy blues, dark shit. And he'd be over in his room listening to all this white music. And so I was a drummer in his band, and we did a lot of good music together. And so I think this song, Burn You Up, is a nod to that stuff that we used to play. I love playing funk. So now we're down to the last songs here that I'm going to share tonight. I didn't share them all. In fact, there's still more that I'm still waiting on the masters to come back on. But I have at least 20 songs right now. Yeah, 20 songs finished that are mastered that'll go on the album. And the next one is called House of Love. Now, ironically, I did a version of this song on my second album, and it was, I felt like it wasn't finished. It was sort of my Elton John meets the Fleetwood Mac song. And I wanted to go back at it and try it in a different way and finish writing the lyrics of what I was going through at the time. The song is about my divorce. And in fact, the very first words of the song were from my vows when we married, when I was in the Army. I married a young female soldier that I served with, and she passed away a few years back. But it's still, the song is about the heartbreak I had with her, because I really was just into the relationship. I wanted this to be the thing, and it wasn't. I wasn't who she wanted, because when we had a kid, I took over raising the child, and she fell in love with G.I. Gerry, G.I. Joe Gerry. She liked the Army soldier. She didn't like Mr. Mom, and it was kind of a big turnoff for her, and she just drifted. And it's sad, because it started as a very good relationship, and it ended. So I wrote this song called The House of Love, and The House of Love is part of what I said to her when we did our vows. And you'll hear the first words of the song, and that comes directly from my vows for our marriage. I'm getting sick of Microsoft doing that.
Pillars of love, firmly planted with devotion, torn down by you. Now there's nothing left but this empty garden, and there's nothing left for me to do except for tearing down this house of love, tearing down all the walls of dreams, tearing down what was built by you and me. I'm tearing down this house of love. Thinking of you is like walking in a rain that washes all the joy away. Now the mirrors are all broken, the windows won't let in the sun, and there's nothing here to stop this pain. except for tearing down this house of love, tearing down all the walls of dreams, tearing down what was built by you and me. I'm tearing down this house of love. So now I'm tearing down this house of love, tearing down all the walls of dreams, tearing down what was built by you and me. I'm tearing down this house of love. I'm tearing down this house of love, until there's nothing left, until there's nothing left of you. So I'm tearing down this house of love.
It's funny, I get emotional listening to that. Because it's like when I write a song, I'm expressing an emotion that I'm feeling at a moment. And then when I hear that song again, I relive that emotion. It's one of those things that happens to you, I guess. But I hope you enjoyed that. That's a sad but pretty song. I think I'm going to leave that one out tonight. We'll end on these last three songs. Now, I told you earlier that there is a newer version of Building on the Silence that I did. I had written and recorded all the piano and opening flute. Well, it's not a flute. It's actually I forget the name of that instrument. It's wood, and it's got a low resonating sound. Martin, you might recognize. I don't remember the name of the instrument.
Oboe?
And no, it's a big wood wind instrument. It's like long, and it's not like Western. It's from the East. And I open the song on that, and then it goes into piano. And this song focused more on the piano, drums, bass, and vocals is really what it focused on. So I wanted to do a different version of Building on the Silence. And once again, this is a song about my daughter's kidnapping, the emotions I was going through when the kidnapping took place, and how I was trying to deal with it. And so this is an important song. It's one of my daughter's favorite songs. She loves this song. I think it's a didgeridoo. I think that's what it is, Reed. That's it. I couldn't remember the name of it. It's got a funny name, didgeridoo, but it sounds awesome. So originally I wanted to play it all the way through the song, but it became disruptive during certain parts. So I just have it at the opening. And I recorded it over at the Missouri University here, where Keith works. And I went over to their music department and had someone play it, and I just sampled it, and I put it into my Roland keyboard. It was about a $5,000 keyboard at the time, and I could just add instruments, and it was really weird the way Roland designed that keyboard, because you can do inflection with it. I could do like a tin flute, and I could make it roll like a real tin flute, playing grace notes. It's really something interesting. So this is a different version of Building on the Silence, and it's referred to as the naked version because it's just the raw instruments. No excessive production. Anyway, here it is. Oh, wow, thanks. Microsoft did it again. And And I played all the instruments on this on my keyboard and the drums.
I'm living on the silence from the spaces in between, falling like needles to the places still unseen, and the glow in the distance. Our homes burn to the ground, purged with fire, so no traces can be found. Through the ashes, through the pain, across scorched earth and the rain, this moment's complete only when I fall down at your feet. I ask you, let me sleep tonight. Let me sleep tonight. Let me sleep tonight. Tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone, by stone. Tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Your words hit home from the seed and unseen. The chanting of our hearts rips this moment at the seams, and the sacred and the holy, and their mantras and their prayers bring back these feelings that we keep peeling back in red. Through the ashes, through the pain, across scorched earth and the rain, this moment's complete only when I fall down at your feet. I ask you, let me sleep tonight. Let me sleep tonight. Let me sleep tonight. Tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone. Tonight, I'm building on the silence, stone by stone, by stone. Tonight, I'm building on the silence.
There you go. That's the other version of Building on the Silence I did. I hope you guys are enjoying that. And that is it, by the way. Read by Nature is didgeridoo. That's what that is. And we had a guy over at the university that had one, and I asked him to play. I had a guy over at NCU also play bagpipes for me on a song. And see, the next song is called The Fires of Love, or just simply Fires of Love. And It's your typical song length, about 3 minutes and 39 seconds. I don't do a fade out again because my fiance doesn't like it. She wants me to play music and finish it. No fade outs. That is so fake. It's so lazy. He's so Austrian. So here you guys go. And I'll talk about the song afterward. I swear to Christ, I'm getting tired of Microsoft.
There's a system to and how it starts. To catch a fire, you need a spark. It burns its way inside the head. Words are spoken, nothing said. You are new and unexplored. Your face is tired in a sea so bold. Send the heat and you receive. Emotions burn beyond relief. Catch the channel, draw the lines. Along these paths are hidden minds. Open fields are catching fire. Your love is still my one desire. Send me your fires off. Burn me, burn me. Send me your fires off. Burn me, burn me. The altar has an open crack. Dirty collar, walking back. It leaks into what was so clean. Stains the hopes of all unseen. Forgiveness is the chosen path. Hard to find with all this wrath. I look to find you in the dark. The love we share creates a spark that burns into the open page, falls through the golden age. Broken dreams are set alight, burn so hot and burn so bright. Send me your fires off. Burn me, burn me. Send me your fires off. Burn me, burn me. Send me your fires off. Burn me, burn me. Send me your fires off. Burn me, burn me.
I love giving those little fancy endings for anima. She inspires me. And like I said, she's the reason why I got back in there and dug out these old songs and started working on them. Autocorrect sucks. Oh, I'm sorry. Autocorrect sax. Thank you. It's one of the other instruments other than drums that I can play well. The Vinkman's girl is here too. We got a full house, man. It's nice to see everybody. Hope everybody's having a good night. Hope you're enjoying the music. We're nearing the end of the evening. Not sure. Looking through to see if there's anything I left out that maybe I should put in there so you guys can hear it. Yeah, I didn't play When Angels Cry, did I?
No.
Yeah, that's a song that Anima was there for when I wrote it, and she really was surprised how fast I wrote this lyrics, and she's like, I really love this. I said, well, like I said, when I get inspired, I get in that area that because I'm very comfortable with that subconscious flow, and I use it for a lot of the stuff I do. I just kind of like chill the fuck out and just let my mind do its thing. And you know, When Angels Cry, it was this song that just came out of that. So this is a new song that I wrote. And again, I love R&B, I love soul and funk. So this will fall right into that song, that, you know, that style. So here you go. And I'm beating Microsoft at their own game, so I'm with.
We never stop to really listen. We always say we're gonna try, and we fail before we begin, as we make the angels cry. Angels cry, we lose our minds. When angels cry, we say things so unkind. No one wants to own their deeds. All we do is fail to try and not see each other's needs when the angels cry. So we stand on by and we close our eyes, hope for the best, leave it where it lies. Ignore the pain and the devastation, live with regrets as angels cry.
Hey guys, E-Hacker is my buddy John. It's good to see you, my brother. Hope you're doing well. If you guys will follow him, go follow him. He is one of the best channels out there. He was on top of the Johnny Depp shit. Great stuff. It's so funny because he lives in Japan. It's the most beautiful children. I'm telling you, man, gorgeous kids. They're so funny. And what a family. But what kills me is he's got like this New York accent. It's just, but he speaks fluent Japanese, and just an amazing dude. Great channel. Go subscribe to this guy, especially for like entertainment news. He's the one. And I've been friends with him for a long time, since I started. Like even before we started, I was like, just, man, I love your channel. So thanks a lot for popping in, John. I appreciate it, buddy. So let me finish this song. I'm sorry.
When angels cry, we lose our minds.
Blues and soul.
When angels cry, we say things so unkind.
I wish you could stay, Gap.
No one wants to
Have a good night, man. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it.
All we do is fail to try and not see each other's needs when the angels
See you later.
When angels cry.
I think that songs like this need to meander. go with it. You feel it and you just go.
Moving on, starting over, looking for a different outcome, but it always ends the same. Cannot sleep for days and nights, no rest for the wicked as angels cry. When angels cry, we lose our minds. When angels cry, we say things so unkind. No one wants to own their deeds. All we do is fail to try and not see each other's needs when the angels cry. When angels cry, we all can see what's mind. When angels cry, we all can be so unkind. When angels cry, we all can lose our minds. When angels cry, we all can lose our way sometimes.
And of course, the subject in that is children. They're the angels. Neglect, abuse, and seen it in my own family, just going the wrong direction with your kid, not being there for him. Like right now, while we're doing this, I've been talking with my daughter because she's having a rough night. She's back in, they just removed her from urgent care. She's in the hospital now, having a CT scan. I love my baby girl so much. I hate her having stuff going on like this because she lost. If I didn't tell you guys, I don't talk much about real personal stuff, but she had an ectopic pregnancy and it of course failed. And she thought she was doing better. And then she decided day before yesterday to vacuum around the house, do some chores, and it started hurting again. And she ended up in bed and she thought she was doing better today. And then towards the evening, it started up again. It's this internal tearing feel that she's got. So she's in there getting ready to have a CT scan right this second. Oh. Awesome kid. An adult, but I still call her my kid. Let's see. This is one of Anima's favorite songs. This is the last two songs. It's called Closer to Me, Closer to You. This is a song I wrote the essential elements of it, and I did a raw recording. I think I played it for you guys, the original raw recording of just piano and me. And Anima was like, "You can actually sing." And I went, as long as I have an instrument, I can sing. I listen to the instrument and I can match the notes of the keyboard when I'm playing it. So, but it's a pretty song and she really likes it. So I'm going to play it right now. This one's for Anima. She's still in bed right now. I don't know if she's gone to sleep yet. Oh, I fucking hate you, Microsoft. Try that again.
All through the day and all through the night, we talk on the phone to avoid being alone. Every word you say just takes me away as I touch your fire and only burn by desire. I ask, what was the day What did I say that made you closer to me and made me closer to you? What did I do that ever broke through and made you closer to me and made me closer to you? All through the night, on until morning light, we both sat by the phone, afraid of being alone. And every word you said has lingered inside my head. I wanna touch your fire and be burned with desire. I asked, what was the day? What did I say that made you closer to me and made me closer to you? What did I do that ever broke through and made you closer to me and made me closer to you? Is there no way to know? The only way we can go. We've torn down everything that was in our way. I ask, what was the day? What did I say that made you closer to me and made me closer to you? What did I do that ever broke through and made you closer to me and made me closer to you?
Once again, no fade outs. I have to end the songs to make my woman happy. She loves that song because she knows part of it's about her. This song, the final song of the night, is a song that I wrote for her. And this is also a favorite. And it's also, just like the last song, a duet. I like duets. Do you like those, Martin?
Yeah.
I love a good duet. I don't know what it is. And there's something complimentary. And in this song, originally when I wrote it, it was one person singing about the other person to them, you know, and I had this image in my mind when I wrote the very first verse to this, but I never got past the first verse because I couldn't figure out where to go. But then I meet Anima, Danny, and she has this huge impact on me. And my creative juices are just flowing. And so I finished this song, and when I wrote it all the way through, I realized this needs to be a duet between a man and a woman. And so here it is. This is the master track for it's called You Are My Song. And you'll understand when you hear it.
And I will wait for your words to free me from this prison of my own desire and break the chains that bind us both. And I will wait for your eyes to see me. Leave the past that I made behind. Every word you share, a symphony. And I will wait for you. No matter how long, there is no song without you.
I meant this to be like a Mark Knopfler song.
And I will wait for you, no matter how long. There is no song without you. I will wait for you, no matter how long. There is no song without you. And I will wait for you, no matter how long. There is no song without you. And I will wait for you, no matter how long. There is no song without you. Without you.
You will find no fade outs on my album because Anima says that's cheating. It's lazy. And I like her being proud of me and happy with what I do. Above Martin. I gotta tell you, Martin's the one that usually does that, pushes me up to the top. So I'm happy with wherever I'm at. But good evening, Shinatsky. I hope you're doing okay, buddy. There was no show tonight with Don Ecker. They're doing a replay of our interview with Cameron Pasha. It was a really good interview. And Cameron wants to come back on. We've talked about it because he doesn't get that much of a chance to start talking about ufology. And we also brought religion into it because we can do that over on KGRA. And we start talking about the impacts of our faith in the things that we see and what are they, and are they part of this thing that we believe in? I love Cameron. I really do. I hate that he and Tom had just a blowout. And because I love both of them. Tom's like my best buddy, and fucking Cameron. I look at him just like I do a Script. I admire them. Script Doctor and Cameron are two of my favorite writers that I'm friends with. And I know a lot of writers, like authors and shit, New York Times bestseller guys. But there's something so energetic about the way both of them approach. They're completely different people, completely different approach to things. But I don't know. I'm in awe of that shit. So You Are My Song was the one that just played. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I mean, what did you think? Did you like the duet? Because there may be 3 duets on this album. It's something I like to do. I also have a song with a female lead vocal on it that surprised Anima when she heard it. She goes, "Oh my gosh!" I went, "Yeah, I know." Thought that was, I always feel that a lot of my songs are masculine in the way I write them, but there was this one song that was so just about something that it really didn't matter if it was a man or woman singing it, and I felt it sounded better with a woman singing. Oh, shut up, Shinatsky. You know you respect me. I respect you. I love you, man. You're just a great dude. And, I wish I had more time in the world. I really do. I get sort of frustrated by days going by. It's like the minute you hit 50, I'm telling you, man, like time begins to really go fast. It's like, slow the fuck down. I don't know. And that's what that song, at the beginning is about. 7 months Oh, not 7 months. I'm sorry. We were only 17. Is about how quick time goes by, and if you don't pay attention to what you're doing, that's how you end up getting regrets. Is not taking advantage of those moments and letting them slide by, and then wondering what happened.
Well,
I don't know.
I for one, I regret nothing.
I don't, but do. Because like I have these moments where I'm like, man, I sure did make a terrible decision there. Like, why did I do that? And then when I think back, was it I go, was it worth it? Was it worth it? And then I go, no, it really wasn't. It was really not worth the emotional emotional damage, that came from it. But I find one of the greatest cathartic things you can do in this life is write about things. And I learned this from, again, I'm going to bring this name up. John Del Vecchio is a close friend of mine. Martin's gotten to meet him. He's just a fucking great guy. He's the New York Times bestselling author of 13 Valley. God, so many books. I did covers to like 4 of them. And as I told him I was trying to write something that was very personal, and I said, I'm having trouble writing this. And he says, just be prepared, because the minute you write it, it's done. It's not going to trouble you anymore. You'll hear it, you'll get emotional over it. You'll read it, you'll get emotional over it. But in the end, it's a cathartic thing you're doing by letting it out. You're releasing it onto paper or typewriter or computer. Well, there's a lot of forgiveness. Are you doing a quote? I think that's a quote. Viridian 3. That's a place.
That's a
Star Trek, right?
Yep, that's the planet that Soran wanted to destroy in order to bring the.
That's what it
river
was.
to
Yeah,
him.
yeah. And Kirk says his last words, "Oh my." And I'm like, you died with a quote from Sulu. Oh, you said that. There's forgiveness in the world, my friend. There is. That's why we're friends. So, anyway, follow me on X at Gerry Cassell for updates on this album in between now and December 5th. All the music writing is done. At this point, all I'm doing is waiting for the engineers to drop off the final production masters. So, and once CD Baby releases it, it will be available on Apple, Amazon, iTunes. It'll be available pretty much everywhere. That's one of the things I love about CD Baby. They are absolutely one of the best places to go as an independent artist. I've been using them for 20 years. And if you've never been to CD Baby, go check them out. cdbaby.com. Great website for people that want to buy independent music from unknown, unheard before indie artists. And it's also a great place for indie artists to sell their wares. Try out music, see if somebody likes it and wants to buy it. I still get a check every month from anywhere from 1 cent to 50 cents sales from all these around the globe. Most of my sales, ironically, you know where they are, Martin? Take a guess.
Brazil?
It's not the number one, but it is there. Brazil, Mexico, and Spain. There's a place in Africa, and I think it's in South Africa, where my music is popular. And it's really weird. It's weird. But they like the rhythms I do, I guess. And a majority of the people that like my music, it's like, I think it's 3-1. It's females like my music. And a lot of the people that are men that listen to my music are other musicians. Because again, they like the cool shit that I do. Because I break rules when I'm writing songs. I don't always follow the rules of writing a song. I had one song I released that had one verse, chorus, instrumental, chorus, outro. That was it. One fucking verse. It was a good song. I know it. A certain person put his stuff on there. Did he have a good reaction to his stuff, I hope? Because I've had nothing but good things happen with CD Baby. And I think they don't charge very much for the stuff they do. And they get you out there. They get you on all the major services that sell music. And they make their money, and I make a little bit on my end. I get a check, or actually now they don't even write me checks. They just do a direct deposit into my account. That's cool. Except for they're communists and they probably don't have a lot of money. That might suck. But, I don't know what it is. There's a cultural thing with my music. Latin countries like my music. I should check to see if Portugal's in there. Portugal. They speak drunk Spanish. I love that story, Martin. Drunk Spanish.
Yeah, but that's an anime story.
I know, but you were there, and it made me laugh then and laughing now when I'm thinking about it. What I said was, I think Portuguese sounds like retarded Spanish. It's like it's supposed to be Spanish, but something's wrong with it.
Once again, to all our international listeners, I disavow this guy's opinion.
Look, I do. I actually love Portuguese. I think one of my favorite songs done in Portuguese was one by Sting. He did a special version of The Dance Alone. You ever heard that song?
No.
It's about the Cueca dance, women who go out there and dance with their dead husbands' effigy or their dead sons or children, and they dance alone out there. And it's a form of protest against the police states where they take these people and they disappear into dungeons, never to ever be seen again. Still happening on this planet. Still happening. In the fucking 21st century. And we turn a blind eye. We turn a blind eye to it. It pisses me off. I wouldn't know what's going on with it now. And, well, the less I say, the better. Nothing bad leaves my keyboard. There you go. Look at you, Vinkman's girl, being a nice person. Oh, my daughter just messaged me. Hold on. I think you're the only one that seems anxious here. Oh, shut up. My daughter's a turd.
What a nice turd.
She is my daughter. I tell her, don't be anxious. I say, just relax and things will happen as they happen. So what I tell this to Anna all the time, but she got all anxious today because we're trying to finish up the photos and the documents for what we need to do to get her over here. And she's like, we need to get you. And it's like, look, I'm not going to, you can be anxious all you want to. I'm not joining you. I know. And she said, it just seems you. And I went, no, I'm fully aware what needs to be done. And I'm fully aware what needs to be done when it can be done. And I'm fully aware that I have to sometimes sit the fuck down quietly and wait for something else. And there's no point in getting anxious about things. It's just not going to help you. And it falls back to a thing I wrote back when I was in my early 20s. I was working with Dr. Wayne Dyer, writing a comic strip for Selling Power magazine. And I wrote in there this saying where Dr. Wayne Dyer has a disembodied head floating around. Because he was an advice guy, giving you positive thinking. And so I got to work with him. First job as an artist, working with Dr. Wayne Dyer, writing a comic strip. And the first comic strip I wrote was about honking a horn in traffic. That it doesn't make the traffic move any faster. All it does is stress you out and everyone around you that can hear it. And that's all it does. It just causes anxiety. And I told Anima, when you get like that, that's what you're doing. You're honking your horn in traffic. And I just won't be a part of that. I can't be a part of that. I'm a very proactive, positive person. I try to approach things. And I know, I can be a dick and say things, but I still try to be very proactive in the way that I say things when I'm being a dick. And I've learned the best way to deliver icky medicine is with some humor, with a little sugar. And that's how I do it. And you know what, Vinglets Girl? I'm upset that you've never wanted to join us. And I understand you do stream. I found this out the other night, and I'm like, why has she never streamed with us? I'd love to have you. I'm sure Anima and everybody else would. Martin won't. Martin's a dick. Nothing, Martin? Nothing.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. If you remember
Again,
the quote.
What quote?
That one.
What quote?
No, I'm not.
Oh, a dick.
No, I'm
Oh,
not.
okay. Yes. You're a nice guy.
No. Oh, no. There's a multitude of people that can attest to that.
Oh, well, yeah, same here. It's like I said earlier, I have people that hate my guts, and rightly so. It's not like they're correct. I did what I believe was the thing needed to be done, and sometimes that hurts me, and sometimes it hurts other people. And I'm just all about trying to be always doing the right thing. I'm always trying, doing my best. So anyway, this album, it comes out December 5th, midnight. I will post on Twitter and I'll post on YouTube, and I will do a stream that night to talk about it, where you can go to get it. So just follow me on X at Gerry Cassell for updates on the album. And I'm hoping everybody enjoyed this evening, because I did. First time I've done something like this to this level. Over 2 hours of playing my music and talking about it to you guys. And I think I got some really good reactions from you guys. It makes me feel good. Because I really do care what people think of the stuff I do. Oh shit, it's Jeebus.
Freaking God, Jeebus. Okay,
No videos. We're not doing any. No, I said no.
Okay.
Now this show is meant to be about the music and Cohen's Ghost, and I told everybody I'm not playing any backdoor videos, but I will laugh at the comments.
See, that is why I uploaded the T'Challa clip on Kids show.
T'Challa.
We did not do that here.
I want to thank Tim for being here, D. Bud Martin, Penny, Gap Stargate, Penny twice, because Penny's been in and out a couple of times. Snortapoopus. Hello, Snorty. Thank you for being here. Adega Outlaw, Read by Nature, Mr. Tickle Trunk. I was really glad to see him tonight. Sander Hammerslag. Not so glad to see him. No, I love Hammer. Hammerslag. He's a fun dude. My old friend Shirley Levasseur was here. It was really good to see her. Scribe Light was here. Another one of my friends that I love talking to about writing. My mate Glenn Fleming is here. The Peter Vinkman fan site, Vinkman's girl. She needs to come on here. My buddy John at eHacker. Love that he popped in to say hi. And of course, Shinatsky. And last minute, Monkey Jeebus pops in. Good to see you, Monkey. Well, sorry, colonizer. But that's it, guys. I'm done. I'm dry. Plus, I haven't eaten anything today, and I think I should eat something. I don't know what to eat right now, but I need to go eat something. So, Penny, have a good night. All of you have a great night. I appreciate you dropping in. If you're not anybody listening that's not in the chat, if you're not following me already, at Gerry Cassell, you can see it there on the screen. Follow me on Twitter, X, and I can give you updates on this album. It will drop at midnight on the 5th. Come hell or high water, even if there's a problem with the song, I'm fucking dropping that album. So everybody have a good night. I appreciate you swinging by. And no credits tonight. I'm just going to end the show. Oh, wait, can I do that? No, it's going to play the credits, and then I'll end the show. So everybody have a good night. Thanks for joining me, Martin. I appreciate it. It's kind of made it easier. Having you here, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I've gotten so comfortable with you being with me all the time. Sort of like...
so now I am how do you call it?
You're my whoopee.
No.
You're my
an emotional support Venezuelan. Okay.
Emotional support Venezuelan. Do you have to wear one of those things with the orange on it?
Man, as long as they let me get up in the plane.
Yeah, there you go. So everybody have a good night today. I appreciate everybody being here. Bye, guys.